Now let's take a look at actually cloning a virtual machine, and I want to step you through this to show you how quick and easy it is. Notice I've got my Windows Vista machine here and it's running, and so I want to clone this, and right here is the Windows Vista machine. Well, the first thing I need to do is to shut this machine down. So I'm going to shut the guest down, and it'll have to be powered off, and so there it goes. And you'll notice if you ever try to clone one and it's not available, it'll generally tell you that you can't do it because it has to be powered off or whatever. And so there you'll see we've got it down. Okay, so now we're seeing that it's powered off. So all I'll do is go to VM, then go to Manage, and then right here you will see Clone. Now this opens the Clone Virtual Machine Wizard. I'll just click Next, and I can clone from the current state, or I can clone from an existing snapshot. So I have any snapshots out there, I can grab those. And I do have a snapshot for a clone, but I won't worry about that. And I'll just hit Next. I'm going to clone from where I'm at right now in this current state. Now notice I can create a linked clone or a full clone. I want to show you a linked clone. I'll go Next, and I will change this to, I'll do L clone of Windows Vista, so I know it's a linked clone, and click Finish. And I want you to notice how quickly this is going to take place. Just like that, I have a linked clone of Windows Vista right here, and I can power this thing up. Now, one other thing I want to show you is if we go out to our documents and into our virtual machines, you will notice that my Windows Vista, if I right click on that folder and go to Properties, that's about 7.4 gigs. If I go to the linked clone that I just created and right click, go to Properties, you notice it's about almost 4 megabytes. All right, and so you can see that the linked clone took basically a snapshot that it's going to work with, but this linked clone now has as its parent this Vista, and if I ever remove this or anything, then I'm going to have problems with my linked. Okay, now let's make another clone here, and I'll go to VM, Manage, Clone, and this time I'll run through the wizard. I'll take the current state, and I'll create a full clone, and I'll just call this an F clone. Okay, and wait a minute, I'm doing the wrong one. I'm cloning a linked clone. Let me go back. Let me get on Vista. Okay, and let's go back and do this again. That's a good mistake to leave in there. And so I'll clone again. I'll hit Next, and notice I want to create a full clone this time. And notice I'm doing a full clone of Windows Vista, and I'm going to call this a full clone, and I will hit Finish. Now I want you to notice the difference in speed here. This one's going to take considerably longer to run, and this is a relatively small machine, somewhere around 7 gigabytes. And so what I'm going to do here is actually pause the video so you don't have to sit and watch this thing just run, and then I'll let you know how long this thing takes. Okay, I'm back with you now, and I want you to notice where the bar is. This thing has been cloning now for a full 2 minutes, and if you remember, the linked clone was almost instantaneous. The full clone, notice we've gotten to right here at about 2 minutes, 2 minutes 15 seconds now. So once again, I will pause the video, join you in just a few minutes, and give you an update without you having to sit and watch this incredibly boring paint job on the status bar. All right, I'm back with you now. We're at the 10-minute mark to get right here. So we're still cloning. We're at about 10 minutes 45 seconds, and this gives you an idea of the difference between a linked clone and a clone. So when you're wanting to throw a copy out there really quickly, and you can deal with the limitations of linked cloning, especially that sharing the C drive with the original machine that you cloned off of, as long as you can live with those restrictions, it's going to be much faster and easier to use a linked clone to share a machine with someone. So it depends on the task. But then you'll notice it finally got to a point there and it simply shot through. We created the clone right at about 11 minutes 15 seconds, and that was for, again, that roughly 7 gigs. So if you'll notice, if we go to Properties, our original machine was about 7.4 gigs. Then if we go to the full clone of Windows Vista and look at the properties, about 7.17 gigs. So anyway, that's just a real quick, real-world look at cloning. We did a linked clone and a full clone for you there to see how to do it, what's going on, what to expect from a time standpoint.